You're listening to the Kilcullen Diary podcasts, stories in sound from a village grown bigger. Hello, I'm Brian Byrne, and you're listening to That Was the Week, a review of some of the main stories covered on Kilcullen Diary to the week ending Sunday, 28th of June 2020. We started the week with news that the Mac and Norman Vintage Rally had to be cancelled for this year due to the coronavirus restrictions. For the last 17 years, the rally has raised a total of almost €500,000 for the Irish Cancer Society. But in an initiative to keep the fundraising going, the organisers are asking regular participants and others to hold their own videoed rallies in their own areas and to send the videos in for streaming on the usual date. Trish Sully told the Diary about the plan.
Yeah, well, it was either cancel it completely or do something. So we said, look, virtual seems to be the way to go. If everybody between now and August the 10th can do something small around their home, like the kids out on their bikes, tractors, go-karts, and just record them in landscape mode. For the older adults, if they want to go in their cars, tractors, motorbikes, whatever it may be, trucks, even if they want to go around a field and just take, again in landscape mode, a couple of videos, and then send them on to Colm Lamb. And what Colm is hopefully going to do then is put the whole lot together, and on the 16th of August, again depending on what's going on and the guidelines that might be in place, we might do just a small rally in the field next door at home. Well, it won't even be a rally, just a small gathering of local people on their vehicles going around the field. Like that too, it depends on permission and if the field is available. If not, it could be up and down the road to Brannockstown, maybe around Guildtown, and then back up to Cannycourt to my father's place. So it all depends on what's going on, what the weather is, what the government guidelines are come the 16th of August.
Trish Sully. All players and parents of underage members of Kilcullen GAA are required to complete the COVID-19 Club Education e-learning module for Gaelic games before being allowed to return to training. Once the module is completed, a screenshot of the resulting certificate will need to be shown by each player before readmission to training. The club buildings are not open in the first reopening phase. Fallon's restaurant has now further formalised its takeaway service with a new website. Customers can view their menu and order for collection or delivery on the fallonshop.ie website and create their own dinners from the range of ready-to-heat options. There are mains, sides, salads and desserts, along with Asian, Italian and Mexican cuisine kits. The parish office is now open from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. It will resume normal opening hours in due course. Father Mackey, in the meantime, has blessed the graves in New Abbey, St. Bridget's, Gormanstown and Old Kilcullen cemeteries. Community blessings may be possible later on in the year. Plans are underway for the reopening of the churches at Kilcullen and Gormanstown for masses to the public, possibly towards the end of this week. A man died in Thursday morning's traffic collision at Stephenstown on the Kilcullen to Naas Road. He was in his 50s and his car was in collision with a lorry at around 10 a.m. The road was closed for forensic examination all through Thursday, reopening only on Friday morning. The Kilcullen Community Centre has been closed for 3 months since the coronavirus restrictions were introduced. 2 weeks ago, some outdoor activities began, and from today, Monday 29th of June, the main sports hall and other parts of the building will be open for certain use. Centre Manager Enda O'Neill told the Diary about the precautions that have been taken.
I have a one-way system now in place where users of the sports hall will exit via one of the exit doors as to not come back on the new customers coming in. And it's the same in the Conley room upstairs. The users of the Conley room will exit via the exit door. So there's no sort of cross-contamination of people if people are walking by each other. So that's all been alleviated. We've also purchased some hand sanitising stations, and I encourage users to use the hand sanitising stations as much as possible when they're going into the hall, and when they're leaving the hall, there'll also be a hand sanitising station there for them to sanitize their hands after they've used the centre. We've got information posters up, COVID-19 information posters up as well. And also we have a free mask and gloves, disposable mask and gloves to the users if they need them.
Enda O'Neill. A summer edition of the Bridge magazine is now available from the usual outlets. This follows an enforced break in the print version since the March issue due to coronavirus. An April edition was confined to online only. The issue is something of a coronavirus special, with several pages devoted to the businesses and volunteer and other services which helped to keep Kilcullen going during the main restrictions. The Ballyshannon Action Group has launched an online funding campaign to help pay for an outstanding €12,830 in costs incurred in their bid to stop a quarry in their area. The group campaigned to stop Kilsaran's plans for a new quarry development at Racefield in the rural residential area. A letter circulated to residents noted that while the group's fundraising committee had a strong start earlier in the year with a table quiz and book fair, other plans for fundraising events have had to be shelved for the foreseeable future due to the COVID restrictions. Road surfacing works will be carried out at Yellow Bog, Melon Hill and Castle Fish from today, Monday 29th of June, to Wednesday 8th of July, according to Kildare County Council. Road closures will be in place for the duration of the works at each location. Diversion routes will be clearly signposted. Cooperation will be appreciated and any inconvenience caused is regretted. A walk around town just now shows how the flowers of Kilcullen in bloom are responding very well to recent sunshine and showers. A set of photos published on the diary during the week tell the story well and are worth looking back for. Congratulations to all involved, Kilcullen Community Action and its volunteers and community workers, and the businesses and residents who have donated towards the costs. The response to Friday and Saturday's special collection for Pieta House, which is replacing the usual dawn walk because of the coronavirus, was reportedly very generous. It involved the sale of candles outside Nolan's, which will be placed on the bridge on the 4th of July. A food takeaway ordering app developed by a Newbridge entrepreneur is expanding into an eco-friendly delivery service and is being operated by Kilcullen resident J. Lambert Mills. The QIQ app now has 21 Newbridge restaurants signed up, with up to 15 more coming online from Naas over the next 3 months. There are plans to expand the service to other towns in Kildare and neighbouring counties, including Kilcullen. Finally, the community learned with sadness of the death of Breda Patterson, née Hanrahan, of Carnalway, and late of Ballybunion in County Kerry. Her funeral is on Wednesday next at 2 Mile House and is private in accordance with current government guidelines. May she rest in peace. You've been listening to That Was the Week. I'm Brian Byrne. Keep well.